Good morning, student. So, today we are going to start this lesson 2, that is plants making food. Some pre reading questions are given here. Let's see. Pre reading questions. How do plants live? So, can you tell me how do plants live? Okay, let me tell you. All the plants have specific needs like light, air, water, nutrients, and space to survive and reproduce. All plants needs these five things to survive. In this way, by getting all these specific needs like light, air, water, nutrients, and space to survive all these needs, if they are fulfilled, the environment in the environment, then the plants can grow. In this way, plants live. What is the main food making part of a plant? So in this chapter further we will study that leaves are the main site or the main parts of a plant which is responsible for making food by the help of photosynthesis process. In photosynthesis process, carbon dioxide, sunlight, in the presence of chlorophyll, plants prepare their food. How can you say that plants are living things? We can say that are living things because we can see that plants grow, they eat, they drink water, and they reproduce also. So by looking all these things, we know that plants is a living things. Now see aimed what you will know in this chapter. You will understand and appreciate the process of photosynthesis in green leaves. In the green colored leaves, photosynthesis process takes place. Recognize the interdependence between plants and animals and the energy flow between them. How the animals or human beings they depend on plants and plants depend on us. How we can learn in this chapter. Then third is perform simple laboratory tests. Some of the laboratory test is also given in this chapter, which we will read ahead. So let's start. Plants are the fundamental building blocks of life on earth. All food people eat comes directly or indirectly from plants. Only plants can make food. Plants make food in their leaves. Leaves are nature's food factories. The leaves contain a pigment called chlorophyll which colors the leaves green. Chlorophyll helps the plants to make their own food. In the presence of sunlight, plants take in water through their roots from the soil. They take in a gas called carbon dioxide from the air. Plants use sunlight to turn water and carbon dioxide into glucose and oxygen. See what is telling that plants are the fundamental building blocks of life on earth, because in the absence of plants there will be no life, because we will not get oxygen. Without oxygen none of the living beings can survive on earth. That's why it is the fundamental building blocks of life on earth. So all food whatever we eat, it comes directly or indirectly from the plants. How? Can you tell me the name of some of the foods which we eat? Like, see, rice, wheat, pulses, vegetables, etc. So rice, wheat, pulses, vegetable, all these things we get from plants. Plants is the source of all the foods. And some of the non-vegetarian foods like egg, milk, these things we get from animals. So that we are dependent on plants and animals. Okay, so here it is written that all food people eat comes directly or indirectly from plants. Only plants can make their own food. Okay, can we build our food by cooking only, but from where we get the material? We will get the material only from the plants. Plants can make their food in their leaves. Leaves are the nature's food factories. Leaves is the natural natural things, and it is also called food factories because this is the part of plant which prepares the food. The leaves contain a pigment called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a pigment which is found in leaves, and it helps to make food, and it is green in color. Which colors the leaves? Green. Because of the chlorophyll, leaves looks green. Chlorophyll helps the plants to make their own food. In the presence of sunlight, plants take water in through their roots. See, whenever we water plants, in their roots, the roots they absorb water and transfer it to the all parts of the plants by the help of stems and branches. Okay, so they take in gas called carbon dioxide from the air, and after water it takes carbon dioxide from the air, and plants uses sunlight to turn water and carbon dioxide. So these water and the carbon dioxide which plants get through the air, this water and carbon dioxide, by taking this sunlight, they changes into glucose and oxygen. Oxygen is released in the air, and glucose is stored in plants as a food. Okay, oxygen is a gas in the air that we need to breathe, and oxygen is the gas which we use to breathe, because in the absence of oxygen we cannot live. And glucose is a kind of sugar. Plants use glucose as food for energy and as a building block for growth. So, and the glucose is a sweet thing, kind of sugar which they use to store in a food, and as a energy they use